Hi, thanks for popping by. So today I'm doing just what I think will probably be a pretty quick video. Just want to do a quick review of this lovely pen that I've recently bought. It's a really lovely budget pen. So this is the Hongdian N8, and what's really lovely about this is that it has got a specialist nib. So we'll talk about that in a minute. So what I want to do is I've also done a little mix of an ink that I want to go in here, so I thought we could try that together, and you could let me know what you think. So yeah, so if you've been here before, thank you so much for popping back, and if you're new, then welcome. My name's Marie, and this is Fountain Pens and TNs. So the majority of my content is based around my fountain pen collection, my ink collection, and my journaling as well. I do have a journaling patron. You can find information about that down below. And what I do is I provide journaling prompts, different kind of challenges, doodle challenges, fountain pen challenges, quotes, some bits and pieces that you can, print out and cut out and pop into your journal and junk journal with a little bit, and also of course we have the community over there with the other like-minded friends. It's only I think it's $7 a month, regardless of what country you're in, because Patreon always charges in dollars. So yeah, so if you like the idea of that, have a pop along. There's a 7-day free trial, and also if you quote YouTube, let's just have YouTube for your first month as well. If you decide to join, you'll get 50% off, so I'll make that code, so it's just YouTube with no space. So moving on, so let's have a look at this pen. So yeah, so I bought this from Amazon. Now again, I'm in the UK, as you can probably tell from the Midland accent. So this was from Amazon UK, and this cost me £35, and it is just such a beautiful pen. So yeah, it's the Hongdian N8, and as I mentioned before, what is really lovely about this pen is it has what Hongdian call the long knife blade nib. So it's a long fine nib, and from what I understand and from what I've read and what I believe, it is, let me see if I can just come in on that a little bit for you to see if that's any clearer, because there is some beautiful nib artwork on there as well. Just beautiful. So this, as far as I'm aware, is kind of Hongdian's version of what would be a journaler nib. And yeah, you can get this, as I say, this was on Amazon for £35. I do believe they've got them on AliExpress as well, but I thought it was really good, and they'd got the nib I wanted, so rather than hunting around. So like I say, it's a beautiful frosty white. Just look at that, lovely. So this is semi-transparent, so you can see kind of inside. It is a converter fill, so just standard converter or a cartridge, so easy enough to fill. Comes with a converter, and it is a really nice converter as well, so really nice with that. I have had this filled with an ink, but I've just cleaned it out because I wanted to put something different in it, so that's what we're doing today as well. And then the lid as well, so let me just show, sorry, the cap. So really beautiful. So this has got, hopefully that's picking it up nicely, so it's white, this is a metal, and it's got this beautiful feather kind of etching. It is slightly raised, you can feel that on there, and I just think it is absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful pen. And then on the finial, hopefully that's got a little bit of glare maybe there, so there's a little bird with a little branch in his mouth. So cute. I just think it is really beautiful, and honestly it writes like an absolute dream. So let's come back out of it. There we go. So what I'll do is, first of all, I'll show you what ink I've mixed, and I'll show you a sample of that, and then we'll fill the pen and have a go. I could show you a writing sample and show you how the ink looks in it. So inks I particularly like for kind of white coloured pens. I love to put kind of a grey ink in, but I wanted something that was just slightly different. So in my other kind of whitish pen like this, I've got an Estival Kesty Winter White, and I've got Earl Grey, Diamond Earl Grey in there, which is a lovely grey, but do something just a little bit different. So I thought, I'll put Kirasami in, but then I thought, do you know what? I'd been playing with doing some mixes of some inks, so I thought, I know what I'm going to try. So what I've been doing quite a lot over the last week is trying some different coloured inks and mixing it with Wieringal's The Glass Bead Game. This is an absolutely beautiful ink. However, once it's in a pen, it is very pale and very difficult to write with. I've got it in a broad pink Queco that I've got, and that seems to work okay, but it is still very pale writer. However, I have found that if you do a bit of a mix and mix this in, it just gives a lovely kind of shimmer and just gives just a little bit of something to some other inks. So this is literally a mix of the Pirate Iroshizuku Kirasami and the Glass Bead Game. So I mixed it in a little sample pot, and basically the mix I made, so it was 4 pipettes worth of Kirasami to 2 of the Glass Bead Game. So I have already done a swatch. So this is what it has given me. So this one at the bottom here. So if I just move that around from here, I can see lots of shimmer. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. Let me see. There we go. I think it's caught it there, and the light's caught it nicely. So I just thought, yeah, you can see a bit in the corner there where you've got a bit of that like very specialist shading that you get from the Glass Bead Game. If you want to see that on its own, where am I? So this is the Glass Bead Game on its own. So it is absolutely beautiful ink. I absolutely adore it. I just think it is so really beautiful. Absolutely love it. So I've mixed that. I did a couple of others as well. So this one at the top. So these are both mixed with Glass Bead Game. So the one at the top is mixed with Rose Tendresse by Jacobon. So that's given a lovely kind of the pink. And then the one just below this one, this is a mix of Octopus, Cherry Blossom. I'm trying to think because I think I've got 3 different inks in this. So yeah, so this has got 4 mils this time. These are mils. This one's mils as well. So it's 4 mils of Cherry Blossom Octopus, 1 mil of Jacobon Poussière de Lune, and 2 mils of the Glass Bead Game. So yeah, just thought, and if you need to see, that's the Poussière de Lune, that's the Rose Tendresse on its own. So yeah, and Cherry Blossom, excuse me if you can hear my little monster pup dog in the background. And there, unfortunately, we've got a bit of a blob from over the page of the Emerald de Chivor, but yeah, you can kind of see what that is. Again, this is a beautiful pink ink, and I love it, especially at the moment for spring. But this is very, as soon as you put that in a pen as well, it is very, very pale. So you see this bit, you get much more of this on the writing. That's from a dip pen. It's not so bad with dip pens. All of these are much better with dip pen, as is the Glass Bead Game. But it actually looks really kind of nice and clear there from the dip pen. But yeah, but I'm really excited to see how kind of this works and writes. And I just think that is a gorgeous mix, because although obviously Glass Bead Game has got that kind of like pinky purple, there's obviously that grey tone to it as well. So to be honest, I think if you mix this in with pretty much any other ink, apart from maybe browns perhaps, but you know, just looking at these, I think it would possibly, I wouldn't put it in that one because that's already super shimmery, sheeny as it is. but maybe Wizard's Pencil, it might work really lovely in that, or Raven Blue. That would probably be an interesting mix, those two. So yeah, I think for me, Glass Bead Game is going to be one of those ones that I just pop in with lots of other different coloured inks, just to see how it fits and to experiment. And you know, why not? If you know, we've got all these different inks and you never use all of them, so you know, why not have a play? And it just gives that individuality, doesn't it? So you've got an ink that, you know, maybe somebody else hasn't. I just think it's really good fun. So yeah, so I've got a few mils there of okay, I'll just let that focus. Apologies, still getting used to this new camera, so again, bear with me. If any of you have got any ideas or inspiration of inks or ones that you've made that you think might be interesting, let me know down below. It'd be really good to hear. So I'm hoping this is going to fit in here. If not, I'm going to have to put it in a little, yep, that's fine. So yeah, it's a converter fill, so we're going to do a full nib dip, just so that it gets working better. Actually, that's really good in here because I can see it a lot clearer. Okay, so hopefully we should get a nice fill. I'm definitely not far enough in. I don't want to, I think I might have overfilled the pot a little bit, so just bear with me. I've got a super runny nose as well. Is this keep going out of focus? There we go. Got a nice fill that time. So lay that down. Whoop. Put the lid on this, because those of you that watch me for a while, you know that the clumsiness is clumsy. You just get my cloth, and of course you reach for one thing and everything else has to fall, doesn't it? So we just give this a wipe. Nib a bit of a wipe as well. Okay, so put it back together. Just beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to first get my little sample pad. Sorry, I have to keep stopping. I've got nobody babysitting the dog while I'm filming today, so she's just decided that she wanted to play with a ball. So I decided to make some, you can probably hear a pitter pattering about, so apologies for that. So yeah, let's have a look. So, oh, straight out the blast. Hongdian. And yeah, it's the, what did I say, V8? Let me check that, because I am now second guessing myself and I don't want to tell you the wrong model number. Where are you? N8, sorry. Didn't think the V was quite right. So it's the N8, and this is what they call the long knife blade nib. And honestly, it is a beautiful, smooth writing. I'm so happy with this ink. That is so gorgeous. So yeah, like I say, super smooth. Let me bring it up. Let's see. I'll move it around a bit, see if it's picking up that bit of shimmer. That's there. I think it's picking it up there. Oh, it's so nice. It's a lovely wet nib. It's relatively fine. I'd say it's closer to a medium. Certainly not a fine, you know, a really fine or a super fine. Just bring you in slowly. Apologies for the arm. There you go. That's probably a bit better for you, isn't it? So you can see that a bit better. So yeah, really super wet nib and really smooth. This pen, honestly, it's aesthetically beautiful. It's really, really pretty. I'm so happy with it. I think it's definitely one of my favourites. But honestly, that nib, the nib is an absolute joy to write with. It's so smooth. It's a steel nib. It's so smooth. And like I say, for £35, I think this is an absolute bargain for under £50 kind of pen. So yeah, if you're on the lookout for that kind of range, then do have a look. I'll leave the Amazon link to it below. It's not affiliated, no affiliations or anything like that, or any affiliate lists. And oh my gosh, I'm so chuffed with that mix of that ink, particularly for this pen, because it's got that white but like the grey and the barrel, but it's got that bit of sparkle to it. So yeah, I think it's fabulous. So if you tried this, or you've tried any of the other Hongdians with the long knife blade nib, let me know what you think. Please do correct me if I'm not quite right about it being kind of like their version of a journaler nib. I am still kind of learning and fairly new to fountain pens, so please, yeah, do let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for popping by. Have a great week, and yeah, happy inking.